Hey guys, it's so nice to have you guys here. Finally
Yeah.
got Team Dad jokes together. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing great, Craig. Thanks for asking.
Oh, good. How are you, Dave?
Oh, I'm just really glad to be back. I had some trouble being on before. It's just good to be here again with all you guys.
Nice. George, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. It's been a good day. I'm glad to
Good.
say.
It's gonna be a good podcast. Hey, wait a minute. Who's that?
We're going to talk about shit this week on the official Team D.B.A.H podcast number 192. Come join us, why don't you?
Hello and welcome to the official Team D.B.A.H podcast number 192. I'm your host, Craig, otherwise known as Sin76. And tonight we have a special group with us. If you've been watching any of our Destiny series, you know about the series called Team Dad Jokes. And we have them here now. So we have James.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good, as always.
Good. We have George.
Hello, everybody. Good to be back.
George is cookie dough free. He's been off the stuff for a while now. It's going good.
Yep. No relapses.
And Dave, who has gotten his Skype to work.
Heyo, I am not cookie dough free.
Oh.
I'm eating that stuff right now.
Oh, God.
Might give George
Turns out-
flashbacks.
If you inject it straight into your blood, it works faster.
Oh. That's what the kids are doing these days, huh?
Back in my day, you just had to eat the cookie dough raw. Now they inject it into body parts and all that kind of weird stuff. Kids are crazy.
That's what I hear.
Charlie's not here. Someone has to be the cranky old man.
No, he'll be here soon though.
Oh shit! Don't tell him I said that.
Probably like
Too late.
Oh, I'm going to rat you out. You know that, right?
Absolutely.
probably like 30 minutes ish.
Fucking team Dad jokes solidarity right there.
Right.
We have
So
those. Every other episode, George tries to break your mind. What solidarity are you talking about?
That's only half true. It's every other
Fair.
episode.
it's only mostly true.
It's only mostly true because when George isn't trying to break me, you're trying to break George.
This is true.
Yeah, that ain't no lie.
So what was the last achievement you guys got? Are you all going for the T-shirt?
Well, Dave is not going for the T-shirt because he doesn't have Rise of Iron.
Nope.
I've
been free.
Yeah, Dave was our companion for Season 1, and will be returning for Season 3, now that Charlie's out of school and we're all going to record it.
Yeah.
Don't sound too thrilled, Dave.
No, I'm not. I have to go back.
No, we're doing Warframe, remember?
But you've already said though you're making me buy Destiny 2.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be Season 4,
Yeah.
dude.
That's not Destiny
And
1.
5, and 6, and 7.
So is that the plan? So how far are you gone on your T-shirt achievement? I don't know how to word it.
Have we achieved the level to get the T-shirt? Collectively, I don't think we have.
I think I am the closest. Because I actually took to the Destiny subreddit today to try and get some help with it, and from the collective agreed upon thing was 63 of the 96 entries into the Age of Triumph book will get you to rank 7 to get the shirt. After doing math, failing at it, and then redoing math properly, I have 51 of the 63 completed, and I am pretty close to completing another 6.
Oh,
So, yeah, I'm getting there.
nice. How are you? Are you in the hunt for the T-shirt, George?
Well, to be honest, I'm still half and half on whether I want it or not. But seeing as I'm already ranked 5 with 63% completion overall, I mean, might as well. Wouldn't hurt to actually have someone with my gamer tag on it.
Nice. Yeah, that would be a cool touch.
Yeah, and it'll actually cap off a nice series of years spent into a game that we've grown to. How can I say this? Expect
love.
many, left in ditch, and kind of claw our way back out.
I left that ditch. And now I have to go back.
Yeah, that's
Committing
what,
seppuku in the ditch does not get you out of said ditch.
It means I don't have to be there.
Your ghost is reviving you for Destiny 2, Dave. Just accept it.
No, I refuse to revive.
Wow.
I'm staying dead. I'm delaying my respawn.
Yep. So basically, we're all going to delete Destiny and then reinstall or install Destiny 2. Is pretty much
Yep.
what's going to happen.
I can't afford it. I have to see how the story pans out.
I will not be able to install Destiny 2 unless I deinstall Destiny 1. I don't have the room for it.
How many games do you have installed?
Between my actual hard drive and my overflow drive,
Oh my.
Yeah, I have. Well, I only have the poor man's 500 gig Xbox,
Mm-hmm.
but I had a spare 750 gig hard drive. So, like, collectively, I think there's about 1 terabyte. I want to say maybe I have like 20 something games installed. But Destiny is like the biggest one in there. Because I mean, I've removed Halo 5, I've removed the Master Chief Collection, which was about collectively 100 gigs, and installed like 10 games in its place. So
Now, have you actually played all these games, or did you just install them because they were free?
yes.
You know, you can just always reinstall those after you delete them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there are some in there that I do want to play, because like I had picked up what was it, Shadows of Mordor.
That's definitely worth playing if you like Lord of the Rings.
That's a very
that was
good game.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that. It's just I never really got around to. Once I had gotten it, I think it was when it was on sale. I think that's when Rise of Iron first initially launched. So I kind of put it on the back burner for that. Then the Age of Triumph launched, so I took another back burner to that. So
Back burners for everything.
yeah, basically.
He's gonna run out of back burners before he runs out of room.
So what about you, Dave? How many games do you have installed, or do you not even? Or do you have like a 2 terabyte one?
No, I actually only have 11 games, and I just delete whatever I haven't played in 2 weeks.
All right, that's fair.
That said, I do have like 100 or 200 games ready to download. So it's a list.
So you're
if
set.
I ever decide to play through them all, I'm good to go.
Nice.
That's one thing on mine. It's like I have like, you know, my games like 20 something games installed. Ready to install is like I think about 60.
Every time I see that list, I kind of think of you, Craig, and I begin to think, is this how it starts?
Yes, that's how it starts.
That's a scary
Yep.
thought.
And it turns into your Steam library, and you have 128 things installed. Well, not installed, but they're in your library.
Ready to install.
Yep. What about you, George?
Sorry, got me mid-bite here.
And it is not cookie dough, for the record.
Or so he claims.
Hey, it's as healthy as it gets. Rice, beans, lettuce, tomato, and just a hint of dressing.
You
That's not bad.
poor man.
Add mushrooms.
Don't tempt
No,
me.
we don't
But,
condone drug use.
I had some
Not
Just
those
lucky,
types
man.
of mushrooms. Not those types of mushrooms.
Not the Mario kind. Come on.
Let's go.
In terms of games that I have on my hard drive, if I remember correctly, I think I have about 15 to 20 games on it. I have a revolving door policy, much like how Dave goes about it. But I do have 1 or 2 on there that I know I want to play. I haven't gotten around to playing. And if I ever delete it, it's going to get lost in the download library. I'm going to forget it exists. So it's kind of like that weird thing where I'm just holding on for the sake of a rainy day.
Nice, or a blizzard.
Or that.
Or that. I mean, one that comes to mind is called Never Alone. And another one, I believe, is Valiant Hearts. That's the other one. Yep. So those are ones that I definitely have on my radar to play at some point. But now that I got Injustice 2 burning in my hard drive right now, yeah, another trip onto the back burner it will take.
Oh, so you got it? Did you get it physically or digitally?
I ended up opting for digital. I wouldn't say I made a mistake again this time because I didn't get it through Best Buy. But I haven't had a chance to actually play it yet because it's been a busy couple of days. So between renovations and family, you kind of have to hedge your minutes accordingly.
That's a very valid point. Which version did you get? Like the standard version, or?
I opted for the standard version because I didn't feel like going full in for like the collector's edition and pretty much the season pass, because I want to see how everything shapes up first, and then if I want to continue adding more characters, I'll do that down the line. But I don't see myself locking in a lot of multiplayer hours in that game like I did with the first one. So we'll just have to see how that pans out. And I'm more interested in see how the story plays out, especially after going through the Injustice comic story.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of want to see what happens with Superman at this point.
Yeah, I still enjoy that series. It's something I really think DC did a good job on.
Yeah.
For a change.
But then again, it's like they actually took a risk and they did a character study, and that was something that's like, wow, you guys are brave all of a sudden. What happened?
They change editors. Don't worry, it'll happen again in a month. They're going to reset the universe.
No. Say that. Damn it.
Well,
that said, I do agree with George. Injustice 2, I've heard very good things about it. It looks very interesting as well. I might have to pick that up.
I downloaded the mobile version.
Oh, yeah?
There's a mobile version?
Because it's free.
Mm-hmm. There's a mobile version.
Yeah, you can unlock stuff in the game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There goes the rest of my free time on my phone.
With your WB Games account.
Because everyone needs to have their own proprietary thing.
Yes.
Well, mobile's the new Game Boy. What do you expect?
It is.
Yeah, I play Fire Emblem all the time.
See that? Yeah, weren't you and Jake playing that?
Yep, the Gauntlet's about to finish out now, and chances are my dude's gonna lose in the Gauntlet, so I guess I can't be surprised. The other character had boobs.
Oh.
Wait, what?
It was a voting Gauntlet. Pretty much vote for your favorite character out of 8. The winner's probably, once again, is probably gonna be the one with the biggest set.
Cordelia, got it.
What kind of game is that? Like, is it an RPG or?
It's turn-based strategy. You have you can move your units on your turn, then they move yours, and there's a weapon triangle where red beats blue, blue beats red, and then green beats blue, and then red beats green, and it just goes around. So you have to hit each other, and there are different characters which you all have different abilities, and so how you build up your team of 4 heroes changes what you can fight against. And they're all characters that have been from all the Fire Emblem games throughout all of its series history.
Huh.
It's a lot of
Japan
fun.
only ones?
Even in Japan only ones. They just released more Shadows of Valentia characters or genealogy.
Oh.
Depending on which way you see it the other day.
Now, is this a pay-to-win type game?
You can buy orbs to roll characters if you want, but it's also very easily to play free to play as well.
Oh.
They keep saying they're going to stop doing it, and then 3 days later they roll out some new thing where you get daily orbs for a month.
Now, are you playing against other people, or are you playing against the game?
You can play against other people, but there's also an actual campaign with a real story that you can play against as well.
Okay.
There's a lot in it, and it is free to download and to try out. So go give it a shot. Fire Emblem Heroes.
Damn it.
There goes the rest of your free time, Craig.
I have a problem.
It's
Good luck
only a
trying to beat
problem if
my-
you can't manage it.
I don't think there's custom battles against friends yet, but if there ever is, I will show you the wrath of my Horsebloom team.
Oh my.
4 horsemen who can all give each other +6 attack, +6 speed.
So they all have big lances. Got it.
No, they use magic.
For a second, I thought you were about to say whips. Okay, anyway.
That's where I thought it was going.
That's
where I
not a
thought it was
weapon
going.
type yet. That's not a weapon type yet.
It's
Okay,
a
well-
one-man ride.
Well, speaking of horsemen and whips, has anyone really kept up on the information on Darksiders 3?
I have not. Have you? I haven't heard anything, or I haven't
Uh,
really seen it. But,
They released the teaser trailer a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
They've released some of the gameplay, which does look like right now. It's like all like pre-alpha stuff, so it's all built, I think, off the Darksiders 2 engine.
Mhm.
I gotta say, I'm very excited about it. I mean,
Oh,
I was
really?
I was a
You can tell.
huge fan of the original series. I love the first game. The second game, I did enjoy, but I was just, I don't want to say I was disappointed, but I was kind of bummed out about the fact that it was linear to the first game. So it's like there wasn't really no overlap. There was no continuation of it. It was just the events from Death's perspective as opposed to War's.
Yeah, because he
and-
was trying to help clear War's name, right?
Right. From the barely there information that they've put out about Darksiders 3, it is going to be the third horseman, Fury, which is the, I guess, horsewoman.
Yep.
It's going to be Fury, and she is apparently being charged by the Charred Council to actually reclaim the 7 deadly sins.
Oh, so does this have
Yes.
anything to do with the last two? Like,
I'm not sure where in the timeline it falls. It's definitely somewhere between, like kind of like that in between portion of when War was first summoned to Earth, and he was sent back to Earth by the Charred Council. Because in the very beginning of the trailer, you see War in chains before the Council, and then Fury comes walking up. So it's probably going to take place maybe around the same time frame as Darksiders 2.
okay.
Yeah. But now my big question with that is, because if that's the case, then it's most probably going to wind up ending much like Darksiders 2 did with, the shattering of the Seven Steel and the Horsemen going to Earth. But then that's going to lead to the question of, is the fourth game going to be actually everyone coming together? Or are you going to have a fourth game now with Strife, and then it's going to be not until the fifth game when all 4 horsemen are together?
You might be onto something.
Yeah, because Strife is now the only one that they've mentioned in all the games, but haven't actually shown. I mean, outside of the original, outside of that like pre-order comic where you find out why War lost his arm and has the big like metal one.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it.
Nice. So have you been playing anything lately, George?
Have I
Other
what?
than Destiny?
Other than Destiny, I found myself going back to Fire Emblem Fates because that's
yeah.
literally the only thing I had time to actually play recently. But not enough to really go full force. And really, I've just been spending time trying to brush up on how to use Adobe Premiere Pro because I've been away from it so long that there are certain things I need to refresh myself on how to use that editing software. And then they pushed a spring update that I was completely unaware of, and it completely moved what was a simple tool for text and made it its own function completely. And I had to literally scour YouTube looking for tutorials on how to do that. So that's where
Oh,
most
really?
of my time's been sunk lately.
How's that going?
For the most part, I found more or less how to bring up the text and edit it to a degree, but the more advanced and complicated font work, I still have to figure out. Plus, they added in the animation tool into the same window function, so that's something I have to kind of wrap my head around next.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Season 3, George's editing Team Dad jokes.
Wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Hold up, wait
Thanks
a
for
minute.
volunteering, George.
A decision has been made.
So is it written, so it shall be.
We
So
thank
this is how
we
we're
thank
felt.
you for your tribute.
And we're not talking about the subreddit of that. So don't look at that.
Wait, what?
It can't be any worse than 4chan. We're not going into that.
See?
Never talk about /b/.
Hey, you leave Guns N' Roses out of this. Damn it.
Wrong type of slash.
Damn it.
And I don't mean the man on mankind either.
Oh my. Though Slash did have a bus filled with snakes. Just saying.
Wait, what?
He had a bus filled with snakes. He was really into snakes. He had a school bus filled with them.
He had until Samuel Jackson showed up.
Well, they were on a plane. I mean, it was a bus.
Samuel
Sequel
Jackson
that
don't
never
care.
aired.
He's not a pistol. He knows what he's gonna do.
It was the sequel.
Snakes on a bus, just starring Slash. Dude, stop killing all my snakes! I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking bus. You came on here last.
Have you guys seen the Call of Duty zombie trailer thing they're doing?
No. I can't say that I have because I think I put up a very strong filter that stops anything Call of Duty related falling into my iframe. So what's going on with that?
That was the comp. That's the one where it ties like all the zombie verses together, right?
Yeah.
What?
See, I thought, and see, Charlie and I were under the impression that. Something fell.
It wasn't me.
That was
we
me.
were
Sorry,
under
I was
the
looking at something.
we were under the impression that it was going to be like a new, like it was going to be the old maps, but be like its own game kind of thing. So basically, what happens is in the trailer, you see a video of this older bedroom, and there's this little girl, and she's holding a snow globe, and apparently all the zombie stuff is in the snow globe. Kind of weird. I'm like, okay, we'll go with it. Why not?
That's right. They say an elsewhere it. I forgot.
Yep. So, excuse me. So basically, what they're doing is they're taking all of the zombie maps, they're making them HD if they weren't, and putting them in a collection. I'm like, what? Why? I already paid for half of this.
Cash grab. What else could it be?
Yeah, exactly. They want more money.
No, that's really all it is. But it's not what we were expecting.
Wait, so all the zombie stuff is just the result of this little girl stealing or existing, imagining things in a thing. Therefore, it doesn't really exist.
Possibly. We
That
just see her
sounds-
playing with the snow globe.
That sounds a lot like the Tommy Westfall theory.
If
The what
Like-
now?
The Tommy Westfall theory is about a character who was from an old drama television series called Saint Elsewhere, which ran on a long time, and then
Yeah,
it was revealed to be it all happened inside this kid's head in a dream. But since the show had a lot of crossovers with other shows, that means those shows were also part of this kid's dream, and anything that show crossed over were also part of this kid's dream. And so there's this like 100, 200 shows built up that are all inside this kid's head from that one dream.
yeah, that's what I was saying before. They say an elsewhere it.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, it's just like the Bob Newhart show.
Yeah.
Really. Half people listening to this aren't gonna know who Bob Newhart is, so that's all right. Just Google it. You'll figure it out.
Bob, what? I'm writing it down in my notebook here.
Newhart. Bob Newhart.
Newhart.
Damn, it's not real.
Oh, Bob Newhart was real.
No.
Alive.
No, but what I was trying to end the pain with wasn't.
Joke's on you, I stole your cookie dough.
Oh.
That's sad.
Not for me.
Oh. It's also sad.
I has all the cookie doughs.
Where are you? I'm in your base, eating your cookie doughs. Look in your kitchen, dude. By the
All
way,
your doughs belong to us.
By the way, where do you
That's a
keep
good
the
one.
spoons?
Are you still playing Dark Souls 3, Dave?
I am. I am 2 achievements away from perfecting it on the PS4.
Oh,
I just
really?
need 1 or 2 more miracles, and I need to get the last of the +2 rings, which is just going to involve playing through the game on New Game Plus Plus. Won't be very hard since I'm kind of overleveled a little.
Nice. What level are you?
204.
Holy cow.
You grind a lot when you're grinding out those stupid Proof of Concords for from the Silver Knights.
Wow. Tryhard over here.
Hey, it was that or sit around for 18 million hours waiting to connect for PvP and then lose.
I know they're
hard.
doing a pretty big patch. They're buffing multiple weapons. So unless
Yep.
that happened already.
Possibly, I'm not sure. I'd have to go through and look at my weapons to see if any of the numbers have changed.
Hmm.
Because I've built up a collection after playing as long as I have. But I know there's 1 or 2 they're buffing that I'm looking forward to.
Huh.
Are you running
know,
a dex build or a strength build?
I have both. I'm level
Dun, dun.
204. I got 50 strength and dex.
Alright.
I used to be an all magic build, but then I stopped.
Wasn't as fun from afar.
Well, no, it's just a lot of the new game expansion stuff, such as Ring City, was not very friendly to wizards.
Mm.
So I said screw it and respect into a warrior and just... It's a lot easier to kill things now. I don't have to worry about keeping my distance.
Nice. You know what? I don't know why Payday keeps getting like new releases. Now they're getting they're doing VR this year in Payday.
Oh god.
That's gonna be kind of crazy. Now, I mean,
I
I
thought the game-
loved me some Payday, but they need to do something else.
I thought that game crashed and burned after they started doing crazy microtransactions.
No, people just kept playing it. They just kept making DLC for it.
And re-releasing it on every possible platform possible.
Mm-hmm.
Soon, coming to your toilet phone. The phone you use just when you're on the toilet.
Oh. Isn't that every song?
For those extra long times after Taco Bell or a Chinese buffet.
What if you go to a Taco Bell buffet?
Oh
Oh,
god.
jeez.
Oh.
I'm not
Death
ready
by
for
sewage.
such horrors. Dude,
Oh
come
my.
on. I won't play Outlast 2. You think I'm going to go there?
That
Yeah.
that is the thing nightmares are made from.
Usually. And you know what else is also a nightmare? Being in a guild. In any MMO.
Okay, you
'Cause-
piqued my interest.
Because me and a few friends of mine are still playing that Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes on the phone there.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And basically, you know, you're playing a bunch of board games in a bar with Jabba essentially. So you do these missions and you unlock characters and you have to grind for gear and you grind to get shards to increase the character's level because it goes by stars. So when you unlock one, they're they're 2 stars and it goes all the way up to 7. And there's raids. You can fight a Rancor and Grievous. So it's cool. Sound effects are neat. a neat little mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
So to do raids, you need to be in a guild. And the raids give you exotic gear, which make characters, more powerful, etc. Blah blah blah. And after it was just like being in Warcraft again. Just people complaining about times that raid starts and people doing so there's different level raids. So essentially, if you do the base level of someone's gear enough, they can do the whole thing themselves. So there's people blowing out the raid within maybe an hour, and the other 15 people in the guild don't get a chance to do it because it's already over. And it was just like dealing with people why are we doing this? We did all this in Warcraft. Why are we doing this on a phone game?
Speaking of Warcraft, George, I'm still waiting for that organization for us to all play World of Warcraft so we can grind out gold for Overwatch.
Yeah.
Randall.
No.
See, I never know if he's there. I never know if he's always listening, but I never know if he's near the mic.
He's
you're
like
having way too much fucking fun without me.
Oh, look at this guy.
Daddy's home.
Daddy's home. Daddy's home.
Quick, hide the beer.
Take his belt away.
I need that belt for my pants. They'll fall down if I don't have them.
That's what sweats are for.
Words of wisdom. So what I miss?
Let's see. George is still off the cookie dough.
Right? Good.
Still off the cookie dough.
Still clean.
Good.
James is really looking forward to Darksiders 3.
Good. Good.
Everyone's playing Fire Emblem on their phone. Well, I'm not, but other people are.
Other people are, yeah.
Craig might be before long if I have my way.
Possibly. We're going to invent a Taco Bell buffet.
Oh, did you guys have the new chicken chips?
No.
What?
Okay, let me preach this to you guys real quick. And please, I'll let you go on with your dissertation and catching me up as soon as I say this. Today I was blessed enough to order I got a 6-piece, but I should have gotten a 12 of the new chicken chips over at Taco Bell.
Is this in the building we work in?
This is in the building we work in. It comes with queso, and it is divine. It's the same chicken that was the shell of the awesome taco that came out with the chicken shell. It's that chicken, but just in little triangle pieces like nachos. Comes with queso. They're available in 6 and 12s, and they are absolutely delicious. Taco Bell knocked it out of the park again.
I know where I am going for lunch on Friday.
I know where I'm going for lunch tomorrow.
I know where I'm going back to lunch tomorrow, guy.
Well,
Yeah, have fun with that. I'm gonna go get my salad from over that way.
they have salads at Taco Bell.
Yeah, taco salad. They have a taco salad.
Yeah. 7,000 calories, but
That
still.
word.
If,
taco salad.
Just so you know, out of all the fast food places, Taco Bell is the healthiest place to eat.
That's crazy.
You
they
going to
actually
Subway?
Yep, because they hired a nutritionist, and she redid all of their menu and what's in their food.
What's about Jimmy John's? Surely Jimmy John's.
Let's not talk about that.
Ooh.
Don't worry.
Oh, come on.
Let's
I
just
just
say
had the
Taco-
tuna club today.
Taco
So-
Bell is not using meat doubler anymore.
That's amazing, and it
That's very good.
tastes great. It tastes great. So Taco Bell's all over. What else did I miss?
Everyone has too many games installed.
Yes.
and everyone's gonna have to play, uninstall Destiny to install Destiny 2.
Right.
George may or may not want his shirt.
Okay. All right.
And we talked about Saint Elsewhere, and George has to Google who Bob Newhart is.
Okay. Well, then I missed a lot. Apparently, I'm sorry. I was late. I was called into work, and I came back, and now I'm
you
here.
The important thing is you are here now.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello, Randall.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hi.
Wait, what happened? What I missed?
Jack,
No, I was just saying hello. Just saying hello.
we were saying that you were going to play Warcraft, Randall.
I did install it. I just haven't gotten around to touching it.
Come on.
Oh,
Just
you know,
touch
That's
it.
what she said?
I wish I
Just a
could say
double
that
click.
about myself.
Oh. Yeah. But I didn't say anything about the Netflix series that's coming out.
Oh, that Netflix. That Netflix series. Okay, can I talk about that one?
That's I waited on purpose for you to hear.
Oh my god, thank you so much. So I have something to add for the podcast this week, guys.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, I heard earlier today from my friend Craig that Netflix is going to be producing a Witcher series, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. The guy from The Expanse, I believe, is writing it, and I'm really hoping that he does the good deed of killing off Thomas Jane in The Expanse so he can be Geralt of Rivia, because it's Thomas Jane is Geralt with long hair. I mean, Thomas Jane with long hair is good. You guys know what I meant. But yeah,
Look,
so I'm...
Mr. Ryder, we have to have a talk. For some reason, all the characters you've been killing off lately have been going over to this other show. What's that about? Oh, it's nothing, man. It's nothing. No, look. By the way, I'm killing this chick off here with the red hair.
Don't worry about it. Just go with it.
Just go with it. Just go with it. But yes, however, I'm a little salty on this because Andrzej Sapkowski who is the writer of the Witcher novels. He's the consultant on it, and of course, if you look up,
bitter.
He's a little bitter because when CD Projekt Red came to him, all that time ago and said, "Hey,
Let's make a game.
Let's make a game based on your property. We'll even give you a cut of everything, half and half or whatever percentage you want. Just can we do it? Do we have your blessing?" And he goes, "Video games are never going to make any money. I don't even want to sign any deal with that and go through the trouble with copyright. It's never going to work and you're going to fail. So whatever, do whatever you want with the video game." And now the video game has sold millions, and his book has sold thousands. And I believe a couple weeks ago, Ashley Jenkins on The Know mentioned that he said that the success of the video game was largely in part of his book, the influence of his book. And she's just like, well, if you do the numbers, they sold millions of copies of The Witcher and thousands of copies of the book. I think that maybe he's got his numbers mixed up. So
I think the game helped the book series and graphic novels.
Absolutely. I have all the books, like the novels, because I played Witcher 3. So, but
hey, there is that trailer you sent me.
Yes. So Andrzej Sapkowski also was project consultant on something something
in his
called
native
the Hexer.
Polish.
In his native Poland, there's something called the Hexer, starring Geralt of Rivia, because I guess there's not a Polish word for Witcher, and it's essentially The Witcher as a movie, but it's it looks like mid-90s sci-fi movie of the week special, but those movies looked better than this. So and of
So
course
you're saying there's no Kate Beckinsale?
There's no Kate Beckinsale, no.
But there are boobs.
But there are boobs in it. There are boobs. They did show Yennefer's boobs because it's a Witcher game.
That's
and
what
it has
Geralt
to.
likes.
Yes. In canon, he's a Yennefer boob fan. In Charlie Danger Plays the Witcher, he's a Triss fan. So.
I thought you were more attracted to Jamie's face when you played The Witcher.
Oh well, I was just trying to do as many scenes as I could so I could get Jamie's face in there. Might actually play Witcher 2 just so I could get Jamie back on the screen.
There you go.
Because the beginning of Witcher 2 leaves nothing to the imagination as far as Triss goes. I'm just going to say that. So
No, it doesn't.
It
No.
literally starts off with that, yeah.
yes, quite literally within the first 10 minutes of it. But yeah.
That's
so
when
yeah,
I
I'm very
learned I
excited about
couldn't
that.
play The Witcher with the kids up.
No.
Oh, yeah. I had a similar experience with Dragon Age Inquisition. And I feel like I was betrayed there because in the first 2 Dragon Ages and in the BioWare games up to that point, there was never any nudity.
Right.
And I'm playing through Inquisition, and right as I get to the love scene with Cassandra, my oldest, out of my 3 sisters, the oldest one walks in the room, and all of a sudden, oh no, what is this? X, X, X. Skip as fast as you bloody can.
Oh no. Oh no.
This is when we learned that Inquisition apparently decided to change things. I played through that scene with my TV off. I don't know what was said, but, at least I got through it.
So that's what counts. At least you got through it. You soldiered on.
Oh, that was the other thing. Dave is going to. I forgot what it's called on the PlayStation 4. He's going to complete the whatchamacallit?
Dark Souls 3.
Thank you. My brain blanked.
I got my last 2
He's going to get all the
sisters
achievements
today.
in Dark Souls 3. That's what I was going with that.
No kidding, you did.
Yep. I got my gestures. Now I just need my rings and miracles.
Wow. I think that should be the title of your autobiography, Rings and Miracles. The Trogdor story, Rings and Miracles. and what the fuck happened to Warframe should be the sequel to what you said. Because that's what Dave asked me the other night. He's like, what the fuck happened with Warframe? What were we supposed to do a series?
I am still very confused because we recorded 2 and then there was nothing. It was like the void. I was more trapped for 100 years while people decided
We threw it in the Disney vault.
What's going on? Get me out of the vault. Scar's looking at me and he looks hungry. I'm not Taco Bell.
I will fully admit I did kind of drop the ball on that, but I originally wanted to do Season 3, since we now had 4 members of Team Dad Jokes, who are now all here. I wanted to do a couple of playthroughs in the series where it would be, the original 3, the new 3, a mix of everyone, and then all 4 of us, which we couldn't do when Charlie was in school. So now that Charlie's out of school, we can try and record some episodes and actually get the series going.
What got knocked over? The Jersey Mob acting up again? You should probably secure that shit.
No, that was me. I was
Okay.
Some guy tried to take my cookie dough. I had to kill him.
Oh, nice.
By the way, any of you guys have any gold coins?
Give him what for? Just keep the Jersey Mob away from him.
Jersey Mob will mess you up, man.
Oh.
I have a question for Dave.
I don't know, man. All I have to do is go tell the South Side of Chicago, hey, those guys insulted your team.
Uh-oh. So David, Craig has a question for you here.
Yeah, Craig?
Is your cat wet?
Since we've known that.
Actually, I'm pretty sure she's dry because she had an episode a couple months ago where she got really freaked out and nervous and she ripped a lot of her fur out.
Good Christ.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah, and so it's been slowly growing back. But she has not been sitting in the sink because of it, because then she gets kind of cold.
Right.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, that's good. Well, we're all glad she's gotten better. Very good.
Ironically enough, I don't, like the vet said he didn't even know why it worked either, but he gave her a shot of steroids. And for some reason, and she stopped pulling out her fur. So I guess, if you ever feel extremely neurotic, take some steroids.
Can I just say something about vet medicine, animal medicine?
Please.
I've had pets for a majority of my life. Been around animals for a majority of my life. And there's something wrong with animal, like one of the cats that we have. Actually, the cat we have, her mom, she cut her paw. Right? She was outside, cut her paw. Her paw was swollen. It was like triple the size that it should have been. Brought her to the vet. Gave her 2 shots, like a steroid and an antibiotic. The next day, she was trying to hunt birds again, and her paw went down considerably. Why don't humans have these shots? I don't.
That's crazy. Because I got
think...
stung. I got stung by something in the middle of my palm, and it was my hand looked like David Grohl's hand in the Everlong video, and it took 5 different occasions of like 2-hour IV Rocephin drips to get it out of my system. That's
Maybe
crazy.
it has to do with the constant, like the size of the steroid shot compared to the animal and compared to us. Like, because it's the
That's a
same
good
size
question.
needle, so maybe we just need like 5 times the amount of steroids and we'll be better.
Or giant fucking needle.
Yeah, a giant needle with like 10 gallons of steroids. I can't express my head.
The worst side effect is you become Bane. That's all.
Yeah. I need to get a running start with this one.
I can only
Your doctor
imagine now.
starts across the room.
Get a paper cut, pretty much get a shot of steroids.
There you go. That's how you do
Black
it.
George is a scary thought.
Oh.
Actually, hey, did any of you hear that that game that everyone plays, that everyone in Team D.B.A.H plays and has a bad obsession with?
You mean Oh, never mind. I was gonna make a joke when you said it. Never mind.
Overwatch. So they're doing their Heroes of the Storm thing for a few more days, which Randall probably got, already. All those extra skins and stuff and loot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
But on the 26th, I believe, they're doing a free weekend from the 26th to the 29th for Overwatch. And there's rumors for the 1-year anniversary they're going to have a Game of the Year edition. So, and they're going to have an event from the 23rd to the 12th.
But the question, what's in the Game of the Year edition, seeing as though all their content is free?
It's going to have 10 loot boxes, hero skins, and virtual trinkets for other games. So basically, if you haven't bought it yet, wait till this is out and buy it. It's pretty much.
It's kind of like
what it is.
another version of the Origin Edition.
But it's not unlocking all the skins, right?
No, it just
No,
says extra
no.
skins. So I don't know if they're gonna I don't know if they're gonna make special
It'd be
ones for
weird
this
if they did.
edition or.
I was going
saw-
to show Blizzard.
I was just gonna say, if that was the case, I think Charlie would fly out to Seattle and just burn the building down.
Now, some of the skins, for example, that
Nevada.
come in the Game of the Year edition are things like Commander Morrison, Blackwatch Rays, the skins we got with the Origin editions.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so Game of the Year edition is going to be basically Origin editions, but you get 10 loot boxes with it.
Yeah,
Fucking
it's basically for
criminal.
people who missed out on that stuff to begin with, because you could never roll for those skins.
And you get Tracer for Heroes of the Storm. You get a baby Winston. So basically, they're repackaging everything they did last year, making it one thing.
And there
Okay,
are going to
one.
be new skins you'll be able to roll for as well.
Yeah, they announced, they made the big thank you to everyone video today on their channel.
Oh, did they?
So yeah, announcing that it's just like, hey, it's a 1-year anniversary. So yeah, so yeah, that's interesting. What the fuck?
Was that a modem?
No, it was my fucking phone.
Oh.
So, So last night I played, I'm gonna preface this first. Has anyone ever played Grand Theft Auto with Heather?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna preface it with that. So, played Watch Dogs 2 for a little bit with Heather last night. We have B-roll footage of it. It's something to behold. I'm just going to, it's super interesting because your main character, Marcus, when you do co-op with someone, you're Marcus and the other person looks different. But on their screen, they're Marcus and you look different. So we had pictures from all different angles, one taken from my angle where Marcus is in the foreground and you see someone dressed as, Heather's character in the background, and then flip it and Marcus is wearing the stuff that Heather was wearing and I'm wearing, the other guy is wearing stuff that I'm wearing. So when we do the co-op missions and we have the footage back and forth, it is going to be super fucking confusing to everyone watching, and I think that's amazing. She helped me to get to the top of the Golden Gate Golden Gate Bridge. We went and we saw some sea lions or walruses, whatever the hell they were. She shot them with a grenade taser.
Oh, what?
What
Okay,
now?
so she doesn't use guns in the game. She doesn't kill anybody. So she has a taser, and she has
Show off.
this area of effect like grenade launcher taser. So it launches a just giant bomb of explosive tasers at people, and we went to a bar in there. It's like Ubisoft should have hired us to show what you could do with Watch Dogs 2, because we did basically every activity you could think of in Watch Dogs 2 in the course of an hour and a half, and we didn't even touch a mission. Like, I might have done a small side mission, but it was just nothing but, like, driving. We were, like, there was these little one-passenger cars, and we were surfing on one of them, and when one of us would fall off, the other one would jump on. And, you get an achievement from stealing a bus. And,
Really?
for getting on the trolley. It was, we're gonna do some co-op missions and put them up on the channel, but, it was fun. It was fun. But if you've ever played Grand Theft Auto or an open world game, 4 or 5, with Heather, it's exactly how she plays Watch Dogs 2, just with tasers instead of bullets.
I played a little bit of Saints Row the Third with Heather once, and
Scares
before
me.
we could even find each other in game, she had already parked a bus on the front of its engine.
Well, before we started, we were at Alcatraz. Before we started, like, recording, we were in Alcatraz, and all of a sudden, your partner has been detected. I'm like, why has she been detected? And I hear, uh-oh. I'm like, there's something you could do where you can basically, if there's someone in the crowd, you can take your little cell phone out, and one of your abilities is that you can basically say that, oh, okay, this person over here is wanted for arson, and go into to cops and call the cops on that person.
Huh.
And the cops will show up, and they'll start, like, trying to arrest the person, I guess, so you can make a getaway, or I guess because Heather's just, I don't know, evil. But yeah, so there's that, and yeah, it seems like a fun game. Yeah. So I've been playing Watch Dogs 2 and Destiny. Yeah, it's gonna be a big announcement tomorrow.
You love Destiny.
Big announcement tomorrow. 2-hour live stream tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
What time is that?
1 to 3, I believe. Eastern time, at least. I have a I'm getting hip with the kids. I'm using the event app on the PlayStation, so that as soon as it comes on, no matter what you're doing, you know, it just goes, hey, watch this.
Huh. How about that?
I may have to wait for the somebody to record it and throw it up on the YouTubes, because I got people in work this week, so
That sucks.
yeah.
I probably won't be able to see it live, but Jamie will probably tell me everything I would care about anyway, so, you know, I'm good.
So there's this bloke, he's got a rocket launcher, and then he goes onto the moon, and then he shoots some things, and that's how you Destiny.
That's about as much as you will tell me, yeah.
As long as you understand, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Doesn't he usually throw in a couple bugger all or something like that?
Because what?
It depends on what stories he's talking. If he's talking about something he finds funny, yes. If he's talking about something he finds embarrassing, then he makes lots of pauses during the story. Like when he talked about his colonoscopy.
Yeah, he had a colonoscopy?
Yep. And he talked about it on the TMT podcast, and
Greg.
he talked about the camera not only going in the back, but the front at the same time.
Oh yeah, you get spit roasted. I've had that happen. So
He used very great detail
Seriously,
talking
I have.
about And from where he was, he could see the screen of the camera that was going to go in from behind. And he described this to me in very great detail, how that's a picture he'll never see again.
But the thing is, you're supposed to be under anesthetic and knocked out while this happened. Are you telling me he was awake during this?
That's what I asked him, and he said, I drifted in and out.
I drifted in and out.
Drift in and out. I think that maybe he... Craig, we got to book the Brit for next week.
We will.
We need
but every once in a while,
he'll the boy on the show.
Screen and he'll go. He forgets sometimes that he's told that story on the podcast.
Oh, good.
Because every once in a while, his family members and his friends will hear it, and he has to explain to them why he was talking about that.
Well, we're coming for you, Jamie, and we're gonna compare notes. We are. Yeah, I had that done like last year, just to make sure everything was working okay. And everybody, like, when Jeff Ramsey came out of it, and when they showed, like, after when Griffin had recorded him when he came out of anesthesia after his colonoscopy, like, everybody's so out of it. I was pretty damn good when I came out of it. I just, came out and answered all the questions, and I was perfectly, like, normal. It was a little dizzy, but that was about it.
Some people are just more resistant to anesthetic, like Jamie.
And of course, you could drive a tractor trailer into my asshole at that point, but that is...
Oh, my.
FarmersOnly.com, Charlie is calling.
And you could, the wind was definitely whistling through the canyon, because it was like every 3 minutes, because there's so much pressure buildup. Just like, it sounded like the Inception noise was following me wherever I went, but it was really just my asshole. However, while we're on the subject, not the most frightening noise that ever came out of my asshole.
Okay.
So no shit, there I was. It was a few, like, I don't know, about 10 years ago. I'd gone to Red Lobster, and of course you know that I'm lactose intolerant. Anyone could tell you this. Well, I was with someone who I care not about, but we were there, and I had some clam chowder, because fuck it, it's near Christmas time. I want some clam chowder. Celebrate the holidays, the real way. There's no correlation there, Dave. I'm just being completely sarcastic. I'm just letting you know. So I drop her off. Now, it's a half an hour drive to my house at this point, and it's a 15-minute drive back to the mall. Now, it's holiday hours, so mall closes at 11. This was at 9:45. I was not going to make this out to my house, because when I dropped her off afterwards, I went to my car, and I heard things in my stomach, and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have had that. So I'm like, I can make it to the mall. So I go to Sears, because really, who goes to Sears? And I go in there, and I sit down, after there is a process before I can do it. And the pain in my gullet was growing. Time was a factor, but I still was going to clean the shit out of that fucking seat. You could eat off that seat when I was done. So I sat down, and terrible things happened. Now, it got to be about 10:30. All closed at 11. And I heard the door open. And I saw, like, feet. But then then I saw feet leave. And then I heard a noise. I heard, like, I thought they needed to WD-40 that bitch of a door. Because all I heard was... I'm like, wow, it's taking a long time for that door to close. And then I noticed the sound was coming from inside the house, because it was my ass.
Well, oh my gosh. Well, if I'm gonna...
So,
you killed Dave.
No, that's James.
Oh, damn.
Well, Charlie,
Aren't you glad I was able to make it on tonight, Craig?
I am.
Charlie, here's the thing, though. If I'm gonna rat out Jamie for his story on the TMT podcast, then it's only fair that I tell my shittiest story as well.
Oh my god, this is awesome. Let me sit back. Please, indulge me. Usually I'm the only one talking about my ass. This is amazing.
Alright, so this is the most embarrassing story I've ever told. I've only told Jamie, and I've insisted my sister never listen to that episode of the podcast.
Okay,
So
if this is too private, you
no,
don't.
it's all right. It's all right. I've it's been a while. No, I don't know anyone in that industry. This was back when I was still a truck driver. So I woke up one morning, and I woke up, did my checks, just quick scooped up breakfast, and then immediately left to go deliver the what I was carrying, because my stop was only about 45 minutes away. I wanted to get it done so I could move on as quickly as I could.
Okay, definitely.
So 15 minutes out, I'm on the highway. I was 45 minutes out of town on the highway. 15 minutes out, I feel this urge in my behind. And I realize, I have to. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer. But I figured, no, it's okay. I'm an adult. I can hold this. And all of a sudden, I feel like it's like someone's trying to drive a sledgehammer, because all of a sudden, there is pressure beyond anything I have ever felt before. And this urge is growing inside of me. And it gets to the point where I am almost off of my seat, squeezing as hard as I can to release what I know will be a flood of biblical proportions. But the thing is, you can only keep tense for so long.
That's right.
And the second I let even the slightest bit of tension slide, not because I wanted to, I was begging dearly not to, but because I had no other choice, all of a sudden, boom, my pants were filled up to my belt line.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
And it was thick and it was squishy.
Oh my.
God.
And I
There's
sat
the
there
show,
for a
folks.
while, fighting, and just thought, I should shit my pants. And I said it out loud. I was just so quietly stunned. My one just exploded underneath me. I raised up off my seat from this thing.
Right.
So I have to keep driving. I'm on the highway. So I drive the remaining 20 minutes to where I'm going to drop off my what I'm carrying on my truck. I'm trying to avoid it where it's road here. And before I get on my truck, I think there's no way I can waddle up to them with a diaper that would make a baby proud.
Right.
I quickly go back to the truck. I throw my blinds up. I go back. I take my pants off. It just splatters all over
Oh,
the
God.
all over the truck. I'm horrified. And of course, I just ran out. The thing is, I also just ran out of paper towels.
Oh, no.
Wow. That was just.
So I found an empty garbage bag, and I scooped up my shorts, my underwear, because they were ruined. They were gone. I couldn't see the white. And the only way I was going to scoop the rest off my truck was by using some of my dirty laundry.
Okay.
So I had to waste 2 of my shirts and another pair of shorts. One of my shirts was red and tied up into this bag, which began to smell by this point,
Obviously.
I put on fresh clothes, I go out, and I talk to him, but there's still this obvious smell.
Obviously.
And he's not saying anything, but I casually ask, is there a bathroom nearby? Because I'm beginning to feel the urge return. And he's like, yeah, just go over that way. And he never did say anything, but I'm pretty sure in his mind he was saying, dear holy pits of darkness, what stands before me now? So I go into the bathroom, and before I can even touch the seat, Krakatoa erupts again.
Oh, nice. I like it.
I don't know at this point how much weight I've lost, but it had to have been at least 20 pounds.
Getting pale.
So I'm sitting there. It takes me about 15 minutes just to get it all out. I don't even want to discuss the wiping phase.
Right.
Yeah.
I get out and just still half waddling because I just feel disgusted and I haven't had a chance to take a shower. I go out, I untie my load, they take it off my truck.
For the second time.
And then speaking of loads, as I'm pulling out of their parking lot, I take the garbage bag of my crap and my dirty clothes, throw it in the trash can, and I drive away. The reason I had done this, or the reason I had apparently had such an influx of excrete,
yes,
was apparently my fridge had died, so my food had gone bad.
Oh, man.
I didn't realize this until 2 days later.
Oh, shit.
So I continued to eat bad food and feel awful the rest of the week. So eventually I get home, I'm feeling miserable, I've lost a new shirt, I've lost a lot of clothes, and I have refused to tell anybody. I'm now keeping plastic bags in my truck just so if the urge happens, over and just right there. I go home, and I'm feeling miserable because of food poisoning, so I go and I lay in bed. Just, I take all my clothes off, and so I just lay in bed.
Ugh.
And as I'm laying there, the urge returns. Except it's not that urge, it's the, oh my gosh, I am about to projectile vomit so good, I could hit the next door neighbor. So I don't even bother getting dressed because I can feel it coming. And I just run to the bathroom. And I open the lid and I get ready. I feel it, and so I just let it happen. And as I do, I go number 2 all over the floor.
Like a bazooka.
It drops from behind me. And I just feel there, and I just thought to myself, this is the lowest point of my existence.
And then you play Destiny.
I cleaned it up, and I went back to bed, and I just died for 3 days.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to you in the 3-day period. Now I know.
And
wow.
That's literally the shittiest story I've ever had in my life.
That is... Wow, man. Holy moly.
I'm really hoping no one overheard me tell that story.
And you're alive to tell the tale. Dude, we have roughly about 12 listeners, so at least people are going to hear that story again.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about people related to knowing.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So George, you want to share anything?
Well, the lowest point I've ever been.
Involves cookie dough.
No, there was a point that was before the cookie dough, believe it or not. Because that whole thing that he was going through reminded me of the day that my dad, for an entire day, he gave me spicy foods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I can't handle spice, but the reason why he did that was because for all of the day prior, I was basically puking anything and everything that I had going in. I had like some kind of stomach thing. So basically he tried to go with what his grandma did to him to see if that would fix me. In much the same way that, yeah, basically the idea was you put so much of that vitamin C infused spicy food in your system, it's supposed to clean you out of whatever's in your stomach still making you projectile vomit. That was the idea.
Right.
So, first day, I just get a plate full of hot sauce infused rice, and I'm just like, why are you giving me this? And he's like, you're skipping school today, you're coming to work with me, you're gonna have that. And I'm like, okay, this looks horrible, and if you have the urge to throw up, choke it down. And I'm like, okay. So I do. And the entire morning, I just felt like my skin was on fire. Then by the time lunch happened, it just sank a little lower to the pit of my stomach, and I could feel everything. Every vibration that my insides had, I felt. I was internally linked.
Oh.
By the time dinner came, I was halfway through my plate of dinner, and I was just like, I can't.
Tears.
I ran to the bathroom, And basically, I just was like, okay, it can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Then all of a sudden, it was like, okay, normal one passes through. Okay, that's fine. Then, okay, it's a little softer. Then, a torrent. But it wasn't just one. It wasn't just one. It was just one after another, and the pressure just kept on feeling worse and worse. My dad was on the other side of the locked door, and he's like, George, are you okay in there? And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then he's like, yeah, I can hear the splash zone from here. Are you? And I'm just like scared for my life at this point, and I'm just like, oh God, if I'm gonna die like this, at least make it quick.
Wow, dude.
At that point, I was bleeding. Pleading, like begging and making and bargaining to pretty much be done with it. By the time everything was said and done, I just felt like I was completely detached, like some level of me just went astral projection. I walk out of the bathroom, and then my dad's just laughing his socks off. And he just looks at me and says, so, have you found God yet? And I'm like, you know what? I think that's the closest I'll ever get to him.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, wow.
Oh, someone get the plunger, because this podcast is going to need it.
Right?
Oh, God.
Oh, dear.
Jesus, I didn't know this. I didn't know this would happen.
Look what you unleashed.
But in a way, I'm kind of happy.
I didn't think George would have actually gone with a story.
Anybody else got anything? Craig, James?
Well, to round off Team Dad jokes.
Oh, fuck. Well, glad I got my effort.
Back in high school, it was around Christmas time, so thankfully I didn't have to worry about going to school over the next few days, but I got a touch of the stomach flu. Thankfully it wasn't food poisoning. But, yeah, I just woke up I remember waking up at like 4:30 in the morning going, man, my stomach's off. I gotta go to the bathroom. Go in, everything's going normal, and then all of a sudden it's like someone just jabbed that knife in and twisted and lifted up, and I'm like, oh, that's not good. I thankfully leaned over to the tub, which was next to me, and unleashed. And while I'm doing that, I'm still on the toilet, and it really didn't stop. I think I probably, by like 6:30, I had thrown up 5 times and was starting to dry heave, which was never fun. But then it calmed down, and then the day started, and things started moving south.
Oh.
And now, mind you, I can tell a good majority of the time when I'm either going to fart or I'm about to crap my pants.
Never a bet you want to put money on.
No. Normally the filter is good. Unfortunately, the filter went out for repair. And I kind of felt something like, oh man, I really got to fart a good one. And I did, and then all of a sudden I felt something moist on my leg, and I'm like, I don't think that was a fart. And that then proceeded to go on and off till about the afternoon, when thankfully my dad came home early from work, and he was nice enough to try and take care of me. He was like, get the hell off the couch, go to bed. I'm like, okay. I'm laying in bed for about an hour, and I'm just like, I wake up and I like move as quick as I can, which was not fast enough. Just say, oh fuck! And I projectile hit my wall. Thankfully not my TV, it was above it. But then I get to the bathroom and I'm purging from both ends. I had an urge to purge, and it would not go away.
Did you try to shoot the gap?
You sick bastard. Wow.
But thankfully, my dad was nice enough to, while I was in the bathroom slowly dying, he was nice enough to thankfully clean my wall. And then I just wound up going to bed. I woke up at 6:30, felt a little better, and realized I shit my pants again.
Oh man.
Wow.
So it is not the most graphic of stories, but
The pain is there.
Oh, I feel
But
for you.
I had to share. I felt I needed to share. Because, wow, we're all kind of like really screwed up.
Wow. Now I
When the
feel
human
obligated.
body goes wrong.
You feel obligated? You feel obligated there, Craig?
Sure, story.
Oh,
Not as
excellent.
bad, I suppose.
I think I've had enough graphic stories for one night.
Well, no, this one's actually really quick. I was something that happened to me, our senior prom.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
That's
I was
never a
all-
good time.
Tux, ready to go. I was waiting for Bill to show up.
Oh murder.
Yep, his large gray Oldsmobile. And probably maybe about an hour to 30 minutes before he showed up. I don't know if it was food poisoning or stomach virus. I became violently ill while wearing a tux, so that was fun.
Super classy.
Yep.
Super classy.
Yep. So safe to say I did not go to my senior prom.
Is it safe to say you didn't get the deposit back either?
I don't remember. I do remember, however, though, getting into a fight with my girlfriend at the time. She went to a different high school.
Mm-hmm.
So she, we were going to go to each other's prom, right? I called her after throwing up for like a half hour. Like, I can't come and get you. Sick. Blah, 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 blah. She got so upset. She wasn't going to go to my prom. She almost broke up with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Even her
That's,
parents got mad at me. I'm like,
Wow.
what? It's not even her. I'm the one that paid. Okay.
How dare you get food poisoning and or the stomach flu the night of the prom?
Jeez,
You
man.
It's okay.
inconsiderate bastard.
It's okay. They changed their tune when they saw the war zone.
My
Oh
God.
man. This
Well, that's,
podcast took a turn, didn't it?
Hey, Randall, you got anything?
Nothing that could match any of those stuff. So. Yeah,
More like, I've got kids. I can't scar them already.
yeah, pretty much.
I didn't want you to feel left out. That's why I wanted to make sure.
Oh, I'm.
Especially
I'm
since we've all put
something.
out.
Okay. Whoa! Wow. Guys, is he okay?
I don't know.
It's happening right now.
Oh my God! Check out this motherfucker.
Quick, someone get him a bucket.
Fucking rocking out. Nobody's business.
Look at him.
You guys know you can
Look out.
put like a little chicken with a guitar, like headbanging onto the Skype chat.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff in Skype chat now.
Become my new favorite thing ever.
For context, Charlie's found a new emote in the Skype chat, and he is in love.
Don't you fucking context me.
It's too late. It's happened.
Randall, edit that out. Wow. So how
Yeah.
long were you guys going before I got here?
Like 30 minutes,
About
maybe 40.
30, 40, huh?
Yep.
I didn't mean to bring that kind of crashing shit down on the podcast.
Aha! I see what he did
Literally.
there.
What a shitty end.
Yeah, it really went to the dumps.
oh, here,
Joe,
I have a way to lift our spirits from out of the dumps.
please.
How did the hacker get away from the cops?
You sure that's what you're going with?
Yep.
Okay.
How did the hacker get away from the cops?
How?
He ran somewhere.
Wow.
Sounds
You did there. I see what you did there, you clever bastard, you. That doesn't top Midwester, though. Doesn't top Midwester.
I don't think I ever generated as much hate as I did besides that and sub teams and Kaiser teams.
What?
Wait, did you just say something about the Kaiser?
You did.
No, this happened back when I was still playing Destiny.
Oh, Kaiser Soze!
This happened back when I was still playing Destiny, so you know it was long ago. But we were playing Crucible mode, and we'd all broken off into 3 teams of 2 to fight the other enemy team. Mm-hmm. And James and I declared ourselves Team Dad Jokes. And I asked you, "What's your team name, Charlie?" And you told me it was Team D.B.A.H. I chuckled. I said, "Okay, well, what's your sub-team name?" And you told me you don't believe in sub-teams.
Right.
So I said, "Well, do you believe in Kaiser teams?" It got about that same reaction right there.
Yes, because there's a submarine sandwich and a Kaiser. All right, now I remember.
And James asked if you believe in hoagie teams.
Yes, and that's why I said, "Who fucking invited this guy with the fucking brony gamer tag who's a goddamn lefty?" Remember that night.
I think that's also when you said if I could hate you to death, I would.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite reaction.
I say that a lot, though, to you.
That was the first time, though.
Okay.
It's a special time.
Man, I watched Dave fucking school a dragon. I was impressed. I don't, like, as much as it's a popular opinion, I know perpetuated by me, I don't hate Dave. I actually admire Dave in some aspects. And watching him play Dark Souls and beat the fucking final boss of Dark Souls was just poetry in motion. Watching this man work in Dark Souls is amazing. I highly suggest, if any of you get Dark Souls, this is the guy who you need to escort you through hell, because that's the only way I got through it.
I do have it on Xbox and PS4, so if you want help, I can murder everything.
See, I want to help you. I want to help you with your side business. And the same gamer tag on both systems, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm convenient that way. Unlike some other people I know.
Wait, who else?
George.
Whoa.
George is definitely not like that.
Not like what?
You don't have the same gamer tag on both systems.
No, I tried to get that, but, some walls are not worth fighting over.
Which means we have to find the actual wolf boy and say, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" The actual fake wolf boy. That's right.
Yeah, like they did in Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
And then we throw him in a DeLorean and transport him back to the time of the dinosaurs, and our problems are solved.
Oh. This fucking chicken is amazing. I'm like going to videotape it with my phone. That is how enthralled I am with this fucking chicken.
Go, Grandma, go, Grandma, go, Grandma, go.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Look at the Skype chat.
There's an emote war starting in the Skype chat.
I see that.
This is, to quote Shax, this is amazing.
This is what we've evolved into, poop stories and emotes.
Wow, I'm looking at Grandma with the maracas. Now, who's the guy? Who's the guy with the life jacket above Grandma?
That's Marty McFly.
Okay, don't say it. Actually,
He's
he's in
in the Navy.
the Navy. Yeah, that's exactly right. He's in the Navy. We're not going to discuss it now. All right.
Oh, you know what that reminds me of? I'll send you the video. What that reminds me of.
Okay, good.
It's actually the video is Blizzard used the music video I'm going to send you to base a character in Warcraft or dance off of.
Oh, really? Fucking hell, I'm intrigued.
I am praying so hard right now that it's going to be Never Gonna Give You Up.
It is not.
on Macklemore's new album, there is a song called Dance Off, and the guy doing most of the rapping in the intro of it is Idris Elba.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
I wonder if he got wet in the Dark Tower movie. Man does not like getting wet,
No, he does not.
especially when he's not expecting it.
And Guillermo del Toro does not really like prima donna actors either. So there's a Charlie Hunnam said that gave a little background into one of the scenes in Pacific Rim. Apparently Idris Elba and one of the other actors were in the apparatus and everything, and he told Guillermo, he's just like, all right, mate, no fucking water. I'm not getting wet. You don't put fucking any drop of water in this scene. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's this stupid outfit's all tight and everything. I'm all cramped in. I don't want to get wet either. That would just totally piss me off, so don't get wet.
Just like Jamie.
And Guillermo's like, hey, man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Turn on all the water. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. It's cool. It's cool. And he flooded the entire room they were in. Don't piss off Guillermo del Toro.
He finds ways to get back at you.
Yes, he will. Motherfucker will drown you.
That reminds me of another story Jamie told once.
Oh, God.
When he was younger, there was one kid who would always bring a ball to play cricket, and the other kids would always play the game using the other kids' balls, but they wouldn't let him on the team.
Right. That's horrible.
So it kind of is. Kids can be crappy. So one day he said, "Hey, I got a new game to play," and he came off, and everyone just he walked off, and every sort of stood and waited around. Jamie told me he was just sort of sitting there with his phone. And then the kid came back on a bike with a cricket bat and said, here's the game. I chase you down. You try not to die. And that's the story of how Jamie spent 4 hours in a tree playing Snake on his phone. Because he said every once in a while, this kid would drive by and look at him like, yeah, you stay up there. And then drive by again. And Jamie didn't trust his ability to make it to his house in time.
That's the story of Jamie. With Snake on his phone for 4 hours. Holy shit.
Apparently he got really good at it.
Wow.
Yep. So I think that's a podcast. Huh? Damn.
This has been quite a podcast. This is what happens when you come back.
Just think, all these shenanigans and more in Season 3 of Team Dad Jokes.
God. Just shameful plugs. All right, so Craig, you want to take us out?
Sure. First of all, thank you, Randall, for recording. Is he there? He's not there now. No. Well, he'll hear this, I think. He probably doesn't even listen to these. James, thank you for being here.
Always.
And do you have any Nerf stuff to plug before we go?
Yeah. Go check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/thegriever2112. I'm slowly approaching my 100th video, which I will be making an announcement video on because I want you, the audience, to tell me what the hell it should be. Yeah, a little bit of audience interaction there.
Nice. Dave, thank you for being here. It's been a while.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to be back.
Excellent. George, thank you for being here. I'm proud you're off the cookie dough.
Yep, still staying strong.
And Charles, thank you for being on after work, sir.
Oh, Craig, thank you for being you.
Wow, it's reversed. It's all like a mirror universe.
The cradle and the silver spoon. The little bar blue and the man and the moon.
And thank you everyone for listening. As always, you can always find a new video for yourself, entertaining video, every day on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. You should subscribe so you don't miss one. You can also check out teamdba.wordpress.com or just teamdba.com. Yep, we moved to WordPress, so you'll find links there to the podcast. You'll find links to Loot Crate reviews by Jamie, and you'll also find a weekly comic book reviews and pull list by Jake, which I actually have to do after we get off of this because I didn't do it yet. But it's coming. Yeah, it is. And see, did I forget anything? I think that's it, right?
I think you got it.
I think I got everything. Thank you everyone for your downloads and listening to this podcast. I have been your host, Craig, otherwise known as Sin76. And remember, folks, don't be a hero. Good night.